I thought my marriage was a fortress, built brick by brick with love, trust, and shared dreams. For 10 years, Sarah and I had weathered every storm together. We had 2 beautiful kids, a cozy home, and a life that felt complete. Or so I thought. The first crack in our foundation appeared subtly. It started with her phone, a device that suddenly became an extension of her hand, guarded more fiercely than a dragon's treasure. Late-night texts became the norm, followed by hushed phone calls in the other room. When I asked who she was talking to, the answer was always the same, just a friend from work. Mark. Mark. The name started to echo in our home, a constant, unwelcome guest. Sarah mentioned him all the time. Mark thinks this, or Mark said that. He was a new colleague, she explained, someone she was mentoring. I tried to be understanding, to trust her. After all, she was my wife, the love of my life. But a gnawing unease began to settle in my stomach. She started staying late at the office for team projects, and weekend workshops became a regular thing. The family dinners we cherished were replaced by takeout, eaten in front of the TV, the silence between us growing louder each day. I noticed the small changes first. She started dressing differently, wearing clothes that I'd never seen before. She got a new haircut, a new perfume. When I complimented her, she'd just smile vaguely and say it was for herself, to feel good. But her eyes wouldn't meet mine. The emotional distance between us stretched into a vast, empty canyon. Our conversations became purely functional, about bills and the kids' school schedules. The laughter that once filled our home had faded into a memory. I felt like I was living with a stranger. The woman I married, the one who shared her deepest fears and biggest dreams with me, was gone. One evening, I decided I couldn't live in this limbo anymore. The kids were at my parents' for the night. I found her in the living room, scrolling through her phone, a faint smile on her face. My heart hammered against my ribs. I sat down opposite her and just said it. "Sarah, are you having an affair with Mark?" The smile vanished. She looked up, her eyes wide with something I couldn't decipher. Was it shock, guilt, or anger? She denied it, of course. She called me paranoid, insecure, controlling. The argument was explosive, filled with years of unspoken frustrations. But through it all, she never once looked me in the eye and said, "I love you, and only you." The truth finally came out a week later. I came home early from a business trip, hoping to surprise her, and I did. His car was in our driveway. The scene I walked in on wasn't a cliché from a movie. It was worse. It was quiet. They were in the kitchen, just talking, sharing a bottle of wine. But the intimacy between them, the easy way they laughed, the way he touched her arm, it was a language I no longer spoke with my own wife. They weren't just colleagues. This wasn't just a friendship. This was a deep, emotional connection that had completely replaced ours. The life we had built together, every memory, every promise, was being erased right in front of me. My fortress had crumbled, and I was left standing alone in the ruins. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, no, you're not alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more real-life stories,